I'm assuming this had to be translated for some reason. So maybe this was an article in a different language that I believe. Like I haven't read it yet, so let's read it. This is about this case up here. This young little girl that was missing for 3 weeks, and her parents didn't report her missing for 3 freaking weeks, which is just, to me, just crazy. What in the hell is wrong with parents? I mean, what? I mean, really, whatever. Okay, on the 13th or 14th, she talked to her sister on the phone. She was emotional. She was crying. She was upset. She thought that everything was falling apart around her. Although she was alone at home, she carefully measured her words with great fear. Fear saying that her phone was being listened to, computers controlled. The sister asked her by whom, and she answered by her husband, or by the people her husband appointed. She was crying a lot and was very afraid of her husband, saying she doesn't want to blame him, that she feels guilty for allowing something like this in the last 2 years. That she feels guilty for allowing something like this, and okay, that is what it says. In the last, it just didn't sound right. Last 2 years, and that she felt followed by someone even when she spends the little girl time at school, or when she goes shopping. Her greatest desire now is to find the girl. Her sister was asked if she somehow told. Her sister was asked if she somehow told her on the phone what she supposed happened to the little girl, and she answered saying that she supposed her husband, but she said it was great fear of him. He cried constantly as if he did not realize the situation, and then he spoke and cried again. She also told her sister that on the day the girl disappeared, November 23rd, she woke up in the morning as if she had woke up from a general anesthesia, vomiting, nauseous, dizziness, severe headaches, and the first thing she did, she went to the little girl's room to see if she was feeling well. If she was not feeling as well as she was, then she saw that the little girl was no longer in the room. She mentioned that to her husband. Went to Michigan for 3 days. He said that he immediately set out and looked for the girl all over the area where I lived, the whole neighborhood. She said that she did not inform the police because she is very afraid of her husband. The sister does not explain why she has this fear, because she knows her well. She knows what kind of person she is. After talking to her sister and her mother, and they advised her to go immediately to ask for help. She went to the school, and then together with the school, they went to the police. This is the real version. The sister says that she reads on the internet that her sister is an alcoholic, a drug addict, but she guarantees that is not true. Now, I'm going to get back to that in a second. He said that he came from a good, normal family of intelligent parents. Father's a teacher, mother is an accountant who worked living honestly all their lives. Worked honestly all their life. The aunt from Moldova anonymously said that D only holy crap. Only fault is that she did not go to the police sooner to report the girl's disappearance. The world also says about D that she is mentally ill, but the sister says that she subscribes with her hand. She subscribes with her hand that it is not true. She guarantees 100% that such a thing is, whatever that word is. I don't know who. Are we talking to her sister here? Is this her father? The father talking? Because it sounds like it's somebody talking about D. I call her D because when I try to pronounce her name, it comes out wrong. But it sounds like we're talking about somebody else, like the father maybe uh, talking about D, or the grandfather talking about D, or a mother talking about D. It doesn't sound like it's the sister talking about D. That's what I assumed this was, the sister talking about her. But by reading this, I would say this is somebody else talking about her. And I wanted to get back to something. Oh, this girl, from what I hear, don't quote me on this, used to be a model. Like, this woman used to be a model. Maybe she still is. I don't know. I don't really care either way. It has nothing to do with this case at all. But where this girl said that this girl does not do any drugs or anything, like, you can literally see if she was a model, she's not taking care of herself anymore, which most people would assume to be drugs. That would cause you to go from being this beautiful model to not giving a shit. Like, most people that are models, they care about their appearance. It doesn't look like she cares about her appearance in this picture at all. Like, this girl doesn't look like a model to me at all. Like, you can go look at her pictures. Like, I haven't looked them up. I just heard, this is what I've heard, that she was an actual beautiful woman. And I would say she probably does some kind of drugs. I mean, I hate to put it that way, but I would say yes. Yes, she probably does do some drugs. Even though the sister says she doesn't, I'd say she does. That's just my opinion by just looking at the picture here. But yeah, I would say yeah. But with that being said, hopefully they find this little girl. Hopefully when he took this stupid trip that was 3 days, he took the girl with him and gave the girl to somebody. That's what I hope happened. I don't think that's what happened. I think he did something to the little girl, and that's why we can't find the little girl. And then he took the trip to get rid of the evidence. In 3 days, you can go quite a long ways from your home. You have 20, like, let's say 30 hours that you can go away from your home. You can drive that far. 30 hours, maybe even 40 hours, because you have 3 days. So that's what, 70, or 24 and 24 is 48. Like, yeah, 72 hours, sorry. I don't know why it wasn't clicking in my mind. You have 72 hours worth of time to go and come back. That's a lot of space that the police department would have to cover to figure out where this little girl could possibly be. Crazy.